I'm wondering if that's off.
I'm trying. There we go. Sorry. Well, hello, folks. Welcome to another edition of Rewind the Tape. That was an auspicious start, wasn't
it? Only you, my man. Only you.
Bring up stuff for the movie, and the fucking trailers just randomly started playing.
Hope we don't get needed for that, but this is my channel.
Doubt it. It doesn't look like a movie that's going to be of any importance. But anyways, folks, welcome to another edition of Rewind the Tape. I'm your friendly neighborhood soda. Tonight, all intents and purposes, I'm Indiana Soda, joined by, as always, my Sala, my short round. Ben.
You're gonna come to you, really. I mean, I read when you did it.
Yeah. Because you don't scream, one, and you're, no offense, not my type. If the clues haven't tipped you off yet, we are here to finally cover Indiana Jones, and we are starting off with probably one of the most iconic movies of all time, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Ben, do you remember how old you were when you first saw this, or around that time?
Okay, to be honest, I'm probably older than I should have been, but I remember seeing Temple of Doom first. Really? I love Temple of Doom, yeah. Especially that dinner scene, but we can get into that next week.
You're a sick man, Ben.
But, yeah, man, this is iconic. I mean, everything from the train scene at the beginning to the face melting scene at the end of the movie. The cast is great. The story is great. The action is fun. The comedy is funny. The characters are iconic. What are your feelings about this movie?
Well, I saw this right at the right age. I was probably around between 9 and 11 in that area when I saw all of them for the first time. And yeah, everything you said is how I feel about the movie. Like, literally, it's lightning. It's one of those lightning in a bottle moments. It's like one of those once in a lifetime films. Even though, of course, you got sequels to some of that, but I mean, it's just like Raiders of the Lost Ark is just like everything came together at the perfect time. And yeah, like Indiana Jones is one of those characters you can tell who it is just by the silhouette, and that's how he debuts in this film, is through silhouette. And this is the type of movie that I like. It's the movie with the practical effect, which when we get to number 4, we'll definitely be having to talk about the bad CGI in that. But like all this practicality, like this is what I love. These are my favorite type of movies to watch. That's why this is my second favorite franchise of all time.
It's kind of hard to believe Harrison Ford was almost not on Indiana Jones. He came in last minute.
Yeah. Originally he was mentioned, but George Lucas said he didn't want to be like what Scorsese and De Niro was. Like, he didn't want to have to rely on one actor. That's why they didn't really go to him. And almost went to Tom Selleck. However, Magnum TA is the wrestler. Sorry. Magnum, yeah, he was called that because he had the big mustache and he kind of had a resemblance to Tom Selleck. But anyways, no, Magnum PA was filming at the time, and the CBS execs wouldn't let him out of the contract. So that's how Harrison Ford got the role.
How do you think he would have done? Have you ever thought about how the role would have been different if Tom didn't get it?
Yeah, I don't think the movie would. I don't think the movie as a whole would be any good. It's because, like I said, it's like everything matched up perfectly. You take away the most integral part of that, which is Harrison Ford. I don't think it would work. I don't. Here's the thing. I don't think we would have gotten a franchise like we have.
Here's something to think about. What if they swapped careers? And all of a sudden, in Friends, Monica's Richard would have been Harrison Ford.
That would have been interesting, even though we kind of got that in real life because he's married to Callista Flockhart. So,
but yeah,
okay. Harrison Ford, I would like to see him. I would have liked to have seen him take that type of role in a sitcom like that, or Bruce Willis in Friends and stuff like that. Like, I think that would have been kind of fun.
I mean, it never hurt to think about Bruce Willis. I mean, thankfully he's still here, but dang, that news hit me hard.
Yeah, puts everything in perspective, doesn't it? Like, it's the last years of his career.
It makes you double check why all opinions on his last few movies and how we kept shitting on him, and maybe it wasn't even his fault.
Well, no, he came out. He said, well, it's come out that he did them, so he would be all right money-wise.
Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. I mean, all due respect to Bruce Willis, we're here to talk about
Raiders of the Lost Ark, which surprisingly has a very short plot summary on Wikipedia. Like, literally.
Well, okay, there's a fact, and I heard about from the Big Bang Theory. I wonder if you heard about it.
All right, shoot.
After you read the plot.
Oh! I think I know what theory you're talking about. I really do. I think I do. In 1936, American archaeologist Indiana Jones recovers a golden idol from a booby-trapped Peruvian temple. Rival archaeologist Rene Belloc corners him and steals the idol. Jones escapes in awaiting seaplane. Why did it have to be snakes, Jacques? I hate snakes. Oh, great scene. After returning to the United States, Jones is briefed by two Army intelligence agents that Nazi German forces are excavating at Tanis, Egypt, and one of their telegrams mentions Jones's old mentor, Abner Ravenwood. Now, fun fact, one of those Army intelligence officers is played by the same actor who played Porkins.
Really?
Yep. And played Eckhart in Batman.
Right, I wonder.
Yeah.
Well, I think the actor who played Sala played Ivan Ooze in the Power Rangers movie.
Close. It's the actor who played Belloc.
Okay, I was
close. You're close.
I knew it was one of them. I didn't forgot.
Yeah, so John Rhys Davies is Gimli.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gimli. And apparently, like, our friend Jess was telling me that he lives in New Zealand and not that far from her, and she knows people he ran into in the market and stuff, and apparently he's a really nice guy.
He seems like he would be a nice guy. Him and I don't know why I think this way, but I do. Him and the guy who played Hagrid,
Robbie Coltrane. I heard he's pretty cool too.
Yeah, those two guys I can see being really nice in real life. I don't know why I think that way. I just do.
They come off like the jovial grandpa.
Yes, they do. They're like that guy you sit on their knee and they even give you cotton candy or here's an $5 bill. Go buy self drink with it.
Yeah, exactly. Like that kind of guy, and also like you know the guy who's got your back, the guy who's interested in what you're saying, like just a good dude. Anyways, let's see. Jones deduces that the Nazis sneak the Ark of the Covenant. Holy shit, the Ark of the Covenant, which Adolf Hitler believes will make their army invincible. The agents recruit Jones to recover the Ark first. Now, this is based on fact. Hitler was known to actually search for religious items in real time, so this makes sense. At a bar in Nepal, Jones reunites with Ravenwood's daughter, Marion, with whom Jones once had an illicit affair, which is kind of a little creepy if you do break it down. because you would have been underage.
Different time, my man. Different time.
Doesn't make it any less icky.
No, you're right. You're right. But okay, that
But I mean, it's one of those like you accept it and just move on.
like it, he would have been what 16, and he would have been like 18, like that. Or
No. Yeah, from what I understand, like 14 and like 20s.
okay, yeah, that incongruity,
Yeah,
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 no,
right. Yeah,
no,
and learns
no.
learns Ravenwood is dead. The bar is set ablaze during a scuffle with Gestapo agent Arnold Todt, who arrives to take a medallion from Marion. Todt attempts to recover the medallion from the flames, but only burns its image in his hand. Jones and Marion take the medallion and escape. Now, this is a pretty cool scene, and the actor who plays Todt, Ronald Lacey, does a great Peter Lorre style villain. Like, it's just amazing.
Okay, I want to ask you something since we're talking about Ravenwood. Which movie did you think Karen Allen in first? This
This
or Animal House?
this one by a long shot. Yeah, I saw Animal House. When did I first see Animal House? Probably my late teens. For the first time.
Oh, see, I probably watched that younger than I should have.
Oh
But
yeah,
I saw her in that first.
yeah. No, for me it was definitely this one, and then
Yeah, yeah.
it would have been Animal House, and then it was Scrooged.
I didn't know. Okay, honestly, time, everything's smooth.
I'd say check it out, man. Especially right around Christmas time. It's pretty
Maybe I
good.
will. Maybe I have to come up with a 50 Christmas movies I haven't seen yet.
There you go, and start 50 days out, and that's one of them.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Traveling to Cairo, the pair meets Jones's friend Sala. Which, fun fact, you know who was originally supposed to play Sala?
Who?
Danny DeVito.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
The only reason he couldn't was because he was still attached to Taxi.
So really, few actors couldn't get out of their TV commitment.
Mhm.
I find that interesting.
Well, that's how it was back then. Like nowadays, it's more accepting to do both, but back then,
I think everything happened the way it should have. Like,
agreed.
I don't
Like I
think
said,
that in the mean. Yeah.
yeah, no, you're right. Like it would have been the same without John Rhys Davies, just like it would have been the same without Harrison Ford. We would, like I said, we would not have gotten the franchise we've gotten. We wouldn't have had Young Indiana Jones. We wouldn't have had Lego Indiana Jones video games. We wouldn't have the upcoming fifth one, the comic book.
Oh, no one step further. I don't think we would have had all the knockoffs that we do now. I don't think we would have had National Treasure. I don't think we would have had Uncharted. I don't think we would have
Right,
had.
right.
Indiana Jones set the bar so high. Yeah, there are imitators, but nothing has come close to. I don't want to say surpassing it because you shouldn't have to surpass a movie, but you know what I mean.
But joining it up
Yeah,
there in status. No, I know exactly what you mean.
and I'll be honest, I have fun with National Treasure. It changed. I love Kings from that movie. It's one of my
I
favorite
love them
Kings.
both. I love them both.
Yeah, it kind of irks me they never did a number three.
Me too. I
Especially
would
how,
love to have heard what was in the Book of Secrets in that movie. Those
yeah,
movies.
especially page 47, if I remember correctly.
Could have been.
My
Oh,
guess, area 51.
probably. That's like the most likely one. Like what you can't do like who shot JFK. Like that's a little too serious.
Well, I think they could have found a way. Maybe, I don't know.
No, it would have to be Area 51 just to fit with the motif of the treasure part, right?
Hey, new Area 51 to bring back Brett Spiner. You play cooking scientists again. Make it one big shared universe with Independence Day. That would have been gold.
That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. That's a movie I haven't seen in a really long time. Independence Day.
Oh, we have to cover that. Independence Day.
All right, I'm up for it. Sala reveals Belloc is assisting the Nazis, who have fashioned an incomplete replica medallion from the burns on Toad's hand. Nazi soldiers and mercenaries attack Jones, and Marion is seemingly killed, leaving Jones despondent. An imam deciphers the medallion for Jones, revealing one side bears a warning against disturbing the Ark, and the other side bears the correct measurements of the Staff of Ra, an item used to locate the Ark. Jones and Sala realize the Nazis are digging in the wrong location, infiltrate the Nazi dig site, and use the medallion and the correctly sized Staff of Ra to locate the Well of Souls, the Ark's resting place. They recover the Ark, a golden, intricately decorated chest, but Belloc and the Nazis discover them and seize it. Jones and Marion, whom Belloc had held captive, are sealed inside the well. The pair escape and flee with a truck carrying the Ark. Now, alongside Marion, Jones arranges to transport the Ark to London aboard a tramp streamer. But that Well of Soul sequence, man, how cool is that?
So cool. So cool.
Big yawn.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. Like that's like an iconic set. You show a picture of somebody in that, and they'll know immediately where it was. And I love how just hidden in the hieroglyphics, you've got R2 and C and 3PO.
I love the collaboration between George Lucas and Spielberg.
Oh yes, 100%. Thank God they're friends.
Make me one Star Wars directed movie directed by Spielberg.
I don't know if I would have wanted that.
Really?
The only way I probably would have accepted it was done like Indiana Jones was been as a trilogy. I think that's the only way it would have worked for me.
We're not a one-off? Like, imagine...
If he did something like a la Rogue One, yeah. But I mean, back in the day, I don't know.
Imagine Solo directed by Steven Spielberg.
I'm imagining. I'm liking. Yeah, okay. If you're going with that, the one-offs, yeah, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, I'm not saying give him a trilogy or give him a...
But no, but I mean, like, back in the day when he was, like, at the height of his...
fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know. Because that's the thing, like, you know, the rumor is, even though Richard Marquand is the officially credited director of Return of the Jedi, rumor is it was going to be George Lucas who directed the movie.
No, the best overall Star Wars movie is the one not directed by Lucas, and only has the least amount of input by Lucas.
And yeah, think about that for a second. Like, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to say something about it. Yeah.
You want to get in trouble?
What?
Don't want to get in trouble?
No! You find out my more thoughts when I thought about episodes 5. Check out me on Jedi Academy on my own YouTube channel. There you go.
There you go, cheap plug.
Yes, I did it. I am the... No, I'm not going to say that.
Dude, anytime you find an opportunity to do a cheap plug, I encourage you to do it, okay? I encourage you to never hesitate.
I will.
Especially it's going to make me laugh. Especially it's going to make me laugh. All right. A German U-boat. Oh, so, you know, here's an interesting film thing. The submarine used to play the Bantu, the submarine is the same submarine from Das Boot.
I wonder if a submarine can play on train.
What?
You hit a submarine who played a submarine.
Okay, I didn't think of. I need words, Soda. Words.
I'm just taking what you give and I'm just making lemonade out of it.
Good. I appreciate it. I always appreciate that. But no, it is the exact same submarine that was used in both movies. It really is.
Nice.
Yeah. Before I continue, if any of you guys ever want to watch good making of documentaries, watch the ones on the first 3 Indiana Jones movies that came out when they were first released, the special edition box sets on DVD. They have everybody back. All of the main actors appear. Even Connery. Connery appears in there. The only one that's missing is Mola Ram, but whatever. But yeah, definitely check them out. It's a great look into the filming of one of the most iconic franchises of all time, and the stories are pretty damn funny. Especially,
You know who? I didn't know something. You know who can play a good submarine? Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, for fuck! That's an old one. That's a callback.
I can't always see myself out.
All right. So I did that just to break you.
I think I'm winning the drinking portion of it.
Winning it tonight. That's for damn sure. I got some catching up to do. A German U-boat intercepts the steamer and seizes the Ark in Marion. Jones covertly boards the U-boat. The vessel travels to an island in the Aegean Sea where Belloc intends to test the power of the Ark before presenting it to Hitler. On the island, Jones ambushes the Nazi group and threatens to destroy the Ark, but surrenders after Belloc deduces that Jones would never destroy something so historically significant, also surmising that Jones wants to know if the Ark's power is real. The Nazis restrain Jones and Marion at the testing site as Belloc ceremonially opens the Ark, but finds only sand inside. At Jones's instructions, he and Marion close their eyes to avoid looking at the opened Ark as it releases spirits, flames, and bolts of energy that kill Belloc, Todt, and the assembled Nazis before sealing itself shut.
Can I just say give the guy who played Bullock an Oscar for not moving, for having a fly in his mouth?
Right? I'm surprised that was actually never brought up in those making of documentaries.
Well, how about the part where Harrison Ford had dysentery, and that's why he took out his gun and then what shot?
Of course, that story was definitely in there. And like also, John Rhys Davies also got sick, and he was telling a story about how they were filming a deleted scene about how Solo was tied to a post about to be executed, and they asked him to bend down so he could be at the same kind of like crouch a little bit, so they're at the same level as the soldier. And when he did that, his words is like, "And I filled my jalaba in front of 200 people, and I didn't care." That's both. He shit himself.
And then you were going to say, and I did that. And that's when I spewed all over the actor in front of me.
He shit his pants.
I love John Rhys Davies, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he definitely knows how to tell a story. Jones and Marion open their eyes to find the area cleared of bodies and their bindings removed. Back in Washington, D.C., the United States government rewards Jones for securing the Ark. Despite Jones's insistence, the agents state only that the Ark has been moved to an undisclosed location for top men to study. In a large warehouse, the Ark is crated up and stored among countless other crates. Now, we all know where it went because they gave it an Easter egg in number 4, Area 51.
Yep, baby! Area 51.
Yeah, which is a pretty great sequence in my opinion.
Agreed.
But yeah, back to the sequences like that opening of the Ark, man, like those effects of the melting head Like that's pretty scary. The flames is a little bit on the goofier side a bit.
No.
That was only done because it was tested and it was found to be too horrifying for the head exploding, because originally it was just the head exploding. That's why they put the flames over it.
Now, that would be CGI today, right?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and same with Tote, which is they just filmed it slow-mo under a really hot lamp. That's how they did that.
Interesting. Okay, so the plot I wanted to bring up.
Can
You think everything?
I take a
Yeah.
guess?
Yeah.
You take Indiana Jones out of the equation, the movie would still ended up the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the movie would have had no movie.
They didn't change that in fact. And they didn't change it at all.
No, it's true. It's true. It does not change it, but I mean, like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And then Marion would have died. Actually, no, she wouldn't have been there.
No.
But naturally, I don't know. Unless they would have. It all depends on if when we first meet Marion, if Toad manages to get the medallion off her. Because remember, he only has half the medallion and was digging in the wrong place. Everything still happened the same. You just took Indiana Jones out of it. They would have never found it.
I mean,
they never would have found it.
Okay. All right,
remember, he got it burned in the palm of his hands. The one side, how high the staff is, but on the other side it says how many to take off in observance of God. The only way they found the Ark was because.
Money would have had the medallion.
Sorry.
Money would have had the medallion.
See, that's where I was saying, like, if everything in the movie had happened exactly the same as if you just pulled out Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones, everything. Yeah. They go to the bar burns down, they never get the medallion. They never get the Ark.
Why didn't they get it? He wouldn't have gotten it.
If everything happened the same, Marion tricked them, hit the medallion. If everything happened the same, they never would have done it.
Well, we don't know. But it didn't happen. He was in it. We got one kick-ass movie, one kick-ass trilogy, one kick-ass franchise. Shift is this movie, 10 out of 10, perfect, fun, adventure, great movie. One of your fun.
I agreed. It is, like I said, second favorite franchise of all time. The only thing that's keeping this from being my favorite in the series is The Last Crusade, which is I really, really love. Number 5 favorite film of all time for me. But yeah, I agree.
Wait,
great story.
What number is it?
This is top 10, so I would probably put it
like. Okay.
5 is my favorite in the franchise.
No.
Sorry, it's my favorite like personal movie of all time. That's what I meant.
I know what you meant.
But yeah, like I said earlier, this is just the perfect storm. Everything came together so perfectly. The script is hilarious. It's got great action, great characters you can get behind, great special effects, great practical effects, great sets, great music. We never talked about John Williams' Raiders of the Lost Ark score. Holy shit.
Might be my personal favorite, either this, the Superman, or E.T.
For me, it's Superman. This one, E.T., Hook. Those are my 4.
I always forget about Hook.
Which is one of your favorite movies.
It's my number 3 favorite movie, number 4.
Nice. But yeah, John Williams' score, it's like Star Wars. It's like you can't imagine anybody else coming up with a perfect thing for this movie.
How are you feeling about number 5?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm getting another Indiana Jones movie. Like here's the thing. Like my movie tastes are very basic. I just need to be entertained. And like I mean, if I come out of it liking the technical stuff, that's a plus. That's why I like these movies so much, is because I get the best of both worlds. I come out of it loving it for the technical aspect, but I also come out of it loving it because it's a fun movie. but for me, usually fun over outweighs.
No, I get it. I'm excited for the fifth one because of James Mangold.
Mhm.
Dude, he hasn't made a movie I don't like. And one of his movies is in my top five of all time already.
Which one?
Logan?
Right. Yeah. So yeah, no, it's gonna be a great time. So yeah, it's gonna be weird seeing an Indiana Jones movie without Steven Spielberg. Not that I'm saying
Yeah,
not that I'm saying Mangold can't do it, but it's
there,
just
there is a part of me that has to see it to believe that it's really coming out. You know, they keep
for sure,
pushing it.
for sure.
And it's kind of like Avatar 2.
Mhm.
Where they kept delaying it.
Yeah,
And like they say Avatar 2 is coming out this year. I don't see it before I believe it
Mhm.
at this point.
Yeah. Oh, I do know that I believe it is they've already finished principal
Yeah,
photography for Indiana Jones 5. Um, no, it's for a long time. It's like there was three people you needed to make an Indiana Jones movie: Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, and Harrison Ford. Now one of them is not going to be there, so I'm not saying like I think Mangold is going to do a great job. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it's going to be a little weird.
always think there's four people for the longest time. Harrison Ford, George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, Sean Williams.
Right. Which I don't think he's even coming back for that.
I I wouldn't be surprised if his one song is 85.
I'm gonna look that up. Music department. Composer, that's the one. Yeah, he's doing it. He's definitely doing it.
Yeah. I meant that his one song.
Oh, I would
I
hope
hate
so.
to, I hate to say that, but if he's leaving, I meant that his one song.
Right, because well, yeah, we're not getting any more Star Wars movies, so it's only appropriate that this is the one.
Right.
Which do you think is more? Which do you think is more iconic? For like, which do you think to you is more iconic, Raiders or Star Wars? For me, it's Raiders.
Are you talking music or overall movie?
Music. I'm talking John Williams score.
Really?
It's Raiders is
Yeah.
just more fun and it's easily hummable.
Now, if you're talking about the overall movie, I think A New Hope is a
Oh,
more
for sure.
iconic
New Hope.
movie. I know.
They're both icon. They're both iconic for what they've done for pop culture, but definitely Star Wars has a
Right.
and bigger impact. Like that. That's without doubt.
But music alone, Indiana Jones finished.
Okay, Han or Indy for Harrison Ford.
Any.
Me too.
Han is a great character and I love him. But Indiana Jones is the main character. And he brings that extra oomph to it.
I I would have fun hanging out with Han Solo, but I want to be Indiana Jones.
Right. Everything but the snakes. I don't need to be afraid of snakes.
Well, I know me neither, but I don't know if I should save this for number three or well, you know what, fuck it. My friends had domesticated rats because number three is the rats.
Hmm.
I will tell you, there's nothing cooler than having a rat crawl up you and then like try to stick its nose in your ear. It's so
Okay. There's only so much
it's
I
just
can take.
they're domesticated rats, so they're bred to be around people. They're the friendly,
Oh.
not a freaking
Uh,
sewer rat. I'm not demented. No, I'm talking domesticated rats.
Well, you're talking about rats. How the hell do I know what living in the domesticated
I
it?
thought you would have known that pet rats were generally domesticated.
I missed the part where you hit pet rat.
Yeah, I
And then
said
you
my
hit my...
rat.
No, you hit my friend that rat.
Yeah,
And I thought that... And I'm glad you meant sewer rat.
no, domesticated rats. Yeah, no, they were friendly as fuckers. Like it's like, oh my god, it was so cool. Like
Oh yeah.
I was very nervous at first, but once she came on, like the first time when she crawled up me and was on my shoulder, and like you could feel her sniffing around, it's like I started getting that giggle that I get when a dog licks my face, and that's how
Are
I
you
knew
not,
I'm
are
on
you
there.
talking about like those white in the mice?
Yeah. But this one, yeah, exactly. They look like that, but it was a rat.
Gotcha.
Oh my god, yeah. There was that's the only one that actually did do that with me. I never really got interacted with the other ones, but yeah, that was the mama, and she was so cool. I, man, when she passed away, man, my friend was heartbroken.
How long do they live?
Not that long, and I'll tell you off screen how she died. I don't want to say that one on air.
Okay.
It's a little yeah, you'll understand what I say.
Okay.
But enough about rat talk. So yeah, that's our thoughts on.
Rat talk coming to rat talk. A new show coming to morning.
Rat talk, go to the multiverse of geekness. New show.
Hey man, anything to help me find my channel on tape.
That has been our review of Raiders of the Lost Ark. Next week we are coming back with the darker, much darker Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Alima, Alima, Alima. Oh, we should have waited for the rat talk for next week. Now
That's
I'm finished that bit.
next week
I'm
is
finished.
crickets.
Okay then.
Ugh,
Okay.
bugs. Ugh. But anyways, until then, that's Ben. Where can everybody find you?
You guys can find me at the Central Medicine More Tapers at Pick Me Up YouTube channel every Monday on Deep Live every week. No, actually, I'm sorry, starting next week. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. We're taking Jedi Academy live. So I'm very excited about that. And every Sunday on Unwind with Ben, this Sunday we have a great night planned. Going to be a lot of fun. And then every Tuesday right here on Rewind That Tape. And every Saturday or Sunday on
It's either
Northern
or,
Town.
depending on how the schedule works out. Really,
Okay.
it's
We'll let you
our
know.
regular day is Saturday though. It's gonna be Saturday.
Okay. Every Saturday on Northern Countdown with Solo here and a great fan 50 Shades of King. I think that's everything.
That is everything. And as for myself, so underscore the underscore Saxman on Instagram and Twitter. All the shows of this channel that Ben has mentioned, as well as the Squared Slice, which last night myself, my co-host Dustin, we had a special guest on, whose name I actually forgot. I'm fucking brain farting already. What's his name? Ryan Cruz. I knew it was like something Cruz. Sorry. Where it was the three of us. We sat down and we discussed WrestleMania 38, our reaction to it. And if I'm going to be honest, I think it was the best episode of the Squared Slice we've done yet. Definitely go check that out. And then upcoming this Saturday, I will be on the Dropkicks on the Let's Get You Network, where I co-host a weekly wrestling review with Dagan, where we go over the news and what happened on the shows. So definitely check that out. So on behalf of myself and Ben, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and tell us what your thoughts on Raiders of the Lost Ark is. Anybody who says it's less than stellar can go pound sand. And until next week, I will
I don't
see.
like this.
Wrong franchise. Good night, folks.